Whisper Boy.
Spotlight. In this exciting episode of Spotlight, a podcast to help podcasters, I team up with my alien digital assistant, Hellexa, who has traveled 5,000 light years to help us harness the power of podcasting. Together, we dive deep into how podcasting can be an incredibly powerful tool for building your brand, connecting with your audience, and driving sales like never before. We'll explore why podcasting stands out as a unique sales platform, offering advantages that traditional methods simply can't match. You'll discover how to turn your podcast into a trusted voice that resonates with your listeners, builds loyalty, and converts engagement into sales. We'll tackle common business pain points, such as struggling to connect authentically with your audience, and show you how to overcome these challenges through the depth and versatility of podcasting. Expect actionable tips on how to make your podcast an integral part of your sales strategy, including how to be genuine, integrate sales naturally, and use call to actions effectively. Plus, we'll discuss the unmatched reach of podcasts, how they can exponentially grow your audience, and the viral potential of content that truly addresses your listeners' needs. By the end of this episode, you'll not only understand the unique benefits of podcasting, but also have the tools to transform your podcast into a powerful sales engine for your brand. And for those who are ready to take action, I have an exclusive time-sensitive offer at the end that you won't want to miss. Our promotional prices are available until the end of September, so please make sure you won't miss out.
Greetings, Earthlings. My name's Hellexa. Today, we're focusing on how podcasting can help your business tackle key challenges like connecting with your target audience, building trust, and ultimately driving sales.
In this episode, I'll explore the benefits of using your podcast as a sales platform, compare it to traditional sales methods, and reveal why podcasting might be the most effective way to connect with your audience and grow your business. Stick around until the end for a special offer that could accelerate your podcast's impact. Our Podcastologist production package is available at promotional prices until the end of September. Section 1. The power of podcasting as a sales tool. Let's start by understanding why podcasting is such a powerful sales tool, especially for businesses facing challenges in standing out in crowded marketplaces and struggling to build meaningful connections with potential customers. Podcasting isn't just another content platform. It's a medium that fosters deep personal connections. When listeners tune in, they're not just hearing your voice. They're engaging with your story, your brand, and your message on a personal level.
Remember, Cyrus, the ability to build trust and loyalty is one of podcasting's greatest strengths. Unlike traditional ads or emails that often feel impersonal, podcasts give you time to share your expertise, provide real value, and cultivate a relationship with your audience. This relationship is what makes podcast listeners more likely to buy from you compared to other methods.
Wine's podcast sponsors Spotlight. Spotlight. Spotlight.
We're dancing in a vineyard, fine wine in our glasses, listening to Wine's podcast before this moment passes. glasses, listening to one's podcast before this moment passes. Fine wine in our glasses.
Exactly, Hellexa. Many businesses struggle with establishing trust quickly, something that's essential in today's fast-paced market. Podcasts allow you to build that trust naturally over time, making your audience more receptive to your sales messages. And when your audience trusts you, they're far more likely to take action on your recommendations and use your services. Section 2. Addressing key business pain points with podcasting. 1. Building personal connections and authenticity. One major challenge businesses face is making a genuine connection with their audience. Podcasts allow a level of authenticity that is hard to achieve through other sales channels. When you speak directly to your audience, you can convey passion and sincerity that written content or ads just can't match. This personal touch helps build a stronger connection, making listeners more inclined to trust your recommendations and purchase from you.
Branding, branding, branding. There's so much misunderstanding. Pilots love clear skies for that perfectly smooth landing. When you can't sell to a market due to lack of understanding, simplicity and clarity are what the market's demanding. Banish misunderstanding, refine your own branding. A clear and smart identity elevates your brand standing. A clear line of sight helps pilots with takeoff and landing. Clear branding ensures your reach is ever expanding.
Two, engaging a loyal audience. Another pain point is finding and keeping an engaged audience. Podcast listeners are typically highly engaged. They've chosen to listen to your show, often regularly, which means they're already interested in what you have to say. Otherwise, they wouldn't be listening to you, would they? This level of engagement translates into more receptive audience when you introduce products or services, leading to higher conversion rates compared to traditional sales methods.
Let's not forget, Cyrus, that retention is key. Businesses often struggle with customer retention, but a loyal podcast audience is more likely to keep coming back, and that means repeated opportunities to sell.
3. Providing in-depth content. Many businesses also face the challenge of explaining their products or services in depth, especially when dealing with complex solutions. Unlike a 30-second ad or a brief social media post, podcasts allow you to dive deep into topics. You can thoroughly explain the benefits of your offerings, share success stories, and address potential objections, all within the same episode. This depth of content can be much more persuasive than just a quick sales pitch. 4. Multipurpose content. Businesses often struggle with content creation across multiple platforms. Here's where podcasts shine. They're versatile. Podcasts can be repurposed into blog posts, social media snippets, or even video content. This not only extends your reach, but also reinforces your message across multiple platforms, driving more sales. Plus, the podcast episode itself serves as evergreen content, continually attracting new listeners and potential customers long after its release. 5. Niche targeting. Finally, reaching the right audience is a common pain point. Podcasts often attract niche audiences, which means you can tailor your sales pitch to a highly specific group of people who are more likely to be interested in what you're selling. This targeted approach can result in higher sales efficiency compared to broader methods like TV or print advertising.
Cyrus, this is crucial for businesses looking to maximize their marketing ROI. By focusing on a specific niche, you can ensure that your message resonates deeply with those who are most likely to convert.
Section 3. The power of podcast reach. Let's take a moment and appreciate the sheer reach of podcasts compared to traditional sales outreach. Imagine this. I hand you a list of 3,000 potential customers who have specifically asked for you to call them. Calling each of them one by one, pitching your services for 10 minutes can take almost 3 weeks. But what if I told you that your podcast can do the work of dialing all 3,000 phone numbers at once? That's right. When you release a podcast episode, it's like having a conversation with 3,000 people simultaneously. Each person is giving you their undivided attention for a few minutes, where you have the opportunity to offer them your services, share your expertise, and address their needs. This is the incredible power of podcasting. You're not just speaking to one person at a time. You're reaching thousands with a single episode. By the way, 3,000 people was just a hypothetical number. The numbers can be much, much higher than this if you do your job right.
And Cyrus, the beauty of this is that those 3,000 listeners aren't just passive recipients. Some will find your content so valuable and relevant that they'll share it with others, extending your reach even further.
Absolutely, Hellexa. This is where the viral effect comes into play. When you address your audience's pain points effectively, your content becomes something they want to share, increasing your reach exponentially. And the best part? This growth can continue long after your episode is released, as new listeners discover your content and spread the word. Section 4. Tips for successfully selling through a podcast. Let's wrap up with some actionable tips on how to effectively sell through your podcast. 1. Be genuine. Authenticity is key. Your listeners can tell if you're just trying to sell something without believing in it yourself. Make sure the products or services you promote align with your brand and you genuinely believe in their value. When your audience senses your authenticity, they're much more likely to trust your recommendations. 2. Don't make your entire episode feel like a sales pitch. Instead, integrate your promotions naturally into the content. Share personal stories or experiences related to the product, or discuss how it solved a problem for you, your friends, or your family members. This approach keeps your audience engaged while subtly guiding them towards a purchase. 3. Provide value first. Before you ask your audience to buy something, make sure you've provided them with plenty of value. The more value you provide, the more likely they are to trust your recommendations. Remember, the key to successful sales through podcasting is to give first and then ask.
Cyrus, remember to remind your listeners that building trust and providing value should come before any sales pitch. It's this trust that will make them more likely to act on your recommendations. Your audience needs to feel that their needs come first.
Ask. All right, everyone. We all heard Hellexa. What she just said is a powerful reminder of what Gary Vaynerchuk emphasizes in his book, Jab, 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 Right Hook. The idea is simple. Value, 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 ask. In other words, you need to provide value and then provide more value. Then go back and provide even more value. And only then should you ask your customer to buy your services or products. It's about making sure your audience knows that you genuinely care about their needs before you even make an ask. Remember, people don't care how much you know. Don't care how much you know. Don't care until they know how much you care. Until they know how much you care. Until they know how much you care. 4. Use call to actions wisely. A well-placed call to action can drive conversions. Make sure your call to action is clear, concise, and aligned with the content of your episode. For example, if you've just shared a success story, your CTA, your call to action, could invite listeners to experience the same success by trying your product or service. But remember, talking to your podcast listeners is only half the equation. The other half is what you ask them to do. Ideally, you should constantly encourage your audience to visit your website to increase traffic, and also direct them to your social media platforms to engage with articles or share your content. You can incentivize these actions by offering a raffle or giving out a discount code or another type of prize, showing your appreciation for their engagement and positive mental attitude. Conclusion. Podcasting offers unique benefits that other methods simply can't match. From building deep connections with your audience to providing a platform for in-depth content. By leveraging the power of podcasting, you can create a loyal customer base that's more likely to engage with and purchase your products.
And remember, brands can't exist in a vacuum or in solitude. By building a team, your brand will grow more powerful, gain greater recognition, and attract more clients, leading to increased sales and success.
If you're looking to start selling through your podcast or want to improve your content strategy, check out our Podcastologist production packages. We offer everything from basic editing to advanced marketing strategies that can help you turn your podcast into a powerful sales tool. And don't forget, our promotional prices are available only until the end of September. Take advantage of this offer now to elevate your podcasting experience and maximize your brand's impact. Stay connected with us for more tips on how to use podcasting as a powerful tool for brand growth and influence. Your brand's voice is its greatest asset. Let's make sure it's heard loud and clear. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Spotlight. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Ofori, founder of Jew Digital. I am a social media specialist. What I do is I help you to run paid ads on Facebook and other online platforms. I want to thank you for listening to Spotlight. Let's do it again. God.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for listening to Spotlight.